Okay. Oh, no, there was two people. Now there's only one. So I'm not sure who's actually watching. So I'm going to start actually doing a class about past, just give people a chance to actually come online. This afternoon's class seemed to work reasonably well. There's a bit of a problem with broadcast quality, so it went a bit glitchy and pixely at times. Could be because I've got my son and daughter at home and they're both online, but we both agreed not to go on while the class is on. So class will last about 40 minutes this afternoon. So what I thought we'd do, we'll go through warm-ups and Qigongs, and then go through all three sets together, and then see where we want to go from there. So if you want to comment on anything that we're doing, you can comment in the comment section below the video. I can see it come up on my screen. So if there's any particular things you want to look at or you want to play around with, we can do that in the class. So the more feedback I get from you, the more I can work the class so it works. And even afterwards, if you find there's something you want or a particular part of form or a particular move, what I intend to do is make some short videos over the next few weeks and post them on here, WhatsApp and Facebook, to just try and help people with the practice. So the more feedback I get from people saying what they want to see, the better. So next week, I'm going to do a similar kind of thing, but I'm going to try it on Zoom, which is a conferencing software system, which I'm still trying to work out. Which means actually, if you've got a webcam or on a phone or a PC or a laptop, I can actually see you and you can interact a lot more. So it's much easier that way. Again, it's all a little bit experimental at the moment, so I'm not sure how things go. I've got some reasonable feedback from this afternoon, but we'll see. So if anyone's on there, if they just want to comment and say who's there, that'd be really cool for me. So I've got an idea who's watching, who isn't. Not, but it's an idea who I'm talking to. Okay. So it's less than 2 meters square. So I'm going to have to use, I guess, other people in a similar situation. So through half stepping process, so you can actually do the form on one spot, or pretty much in one spot. So I think what we'll do, we'll actually make a start with warm-ups. I'm not going to do it too long, because like I said, the broadcast only probably lasts about 40 minutes rather than the usual hour and a half. Again, if anyone has problems connecting or losing connections, just drop me an email, drop me a message, drop me a text. Then I can know what issues are and we can try and get them sorted out before next time. Okay, so right. So we're going to start off just with a gentle warm-up. So we're just going to sort of rotate the weight around the edge of the feet. So trying to keep the body fairly upright. Again, I'll go from the side so you can see. So it's trying to keep that movement around the feet and the rest of the body as still as possible. And going back the other way. So then stepping into a fist foot stance, a little bit narrower, and again, just rotating your weight around the outside of the feet. and change direction. So coming back to the center. Your hands a bit of a rub, just warming them up. Resting your hands lightly on your knees. Then just small circles with the knees, so nothing violent. And changing direction. Now coming back to the center, sort of straighten the back, standing up, back out to shoulder width. One hand on the abdomen, just below the navel, over the dantian. Back of the other hand and small of the back. And rotating the hips. So trying to keep the shoulders as still as possible. And going back the other way. Again, coming back to the center. Bring your arms up, just loosening up the wrists, so circling the hands outwards. And back in. So let the arms relax, wrists relax, circling the hands down the center. So trying to keep the upper arms as still as possible, but nice and relaxed. Then go in the opposite direction. So letting the arms relax and just rolling the shoulders forward. So big roll, followed by a little roll. And going backwards. So again, big roll, followed by a little roll. And just let your shoulders relax. Very gently with the head, just side to side. So not forcing it, just go as far as it's comfortable. Now then back to the center and backwards and forwards. And then just small circles. And back the other way. So just bring your head back to the center. We're going to hold the ball with the left hand on top. And turning on the heel. Changing your hands, changing your weight, turning on the other heel. If you can, try and get the hands so they're continuously moving. Make sure that the knee of the supporting leg's not turning. So you don't want it sort of twisting in like that, and make sure it stays pointed towards the toes. So letting our hands drop to the side, this time turning on your toes. So coming back to a shoulder width stance, stepping forward with the right leg, making sure both knees are bent. So you sat down, front foot pointing forward, rear foot turned out slightly. So bring most of your weight on your front foot, bring your hands up to shoulder height. So your weight pushes onto the back foot, let the hands drop. So come forward, the hands raise. So breathing in as you go back, out as you go forward. So tongue on the roof of the mouth, breathing through your nose. So making sure that as you're doing it, your back staying upright. So you're not sort of going back, leaning back, or going forward, leaning forward. So shoulders should stay over the hips. That front knee shouldn't lock as you go back. So changing legs. So changing legs again. This time starting to weight on the back foot. So you come forward, the hand's going to come up to shoulder height. As you sit back, just turn the hips. So you come forward, turn the hips to front, just leave the hand behind to follow through. So let the elbow point down. So again, breathing in as you go back, out as you go forward. And changing legs. And back up to a shoulder width stance. Okay, so just do a couple of silk reading exercises. We'll do some normal ones. So we'll do modified brush knee push. So starting off, that's right, so make sure I'm not going to hit the wall. So starting off with the right hand, coming up, turns in, so hips turn to the left as the hand comes in, and keep turning and goes forward. Pulling back and to the side. So the hip movement coincides with the arm movement. As the hip stops twisting, the hand stops moving. With the breathing, as you extend the arm, you breathe out. Pulls in, you breathe in. As you extend the arm to the side, you breathe out. Breathe in as it comes in. So letting that hand rest to the side. So same with the left. So turning the hips to the left as it goes up. Then comes into the center, your hips should be square to the front, and turning to the right as it goes forward. Remembering not to lock the elbows, your arm's always going to stay slightly bent. Okay, letting that arm rest. So do both sides. So starting off from the right, right comes in, goes forward, the left rises to the side. And then reverse. So both hands are reaching their maximum extension at the same time. So come into the center this time. It's going to sink them down to the sides. We're going to do the modified step back to pulse monkey. We're going to start with right hand, so right hand across the front. So gap onto the elbow on the side. We're going to match the arm movements with the hips, or controlling the arm movements with the hips. As you turn your hips to the right, the hand's going to go backwards. Turn the hips to the left, it's going to come forwards. So I turn back to the right, it's over the head. Back to the left in front. So it should feel like the twisting of the body, twisting the hips, just throwing the arm around. So trying to keep the torso and spine upright. So trying to avoid, especially as it goes over the head, there's often a tendency to lean and twist. If you're finding that, when you get to this point here, drop the elbow. So let the hand turn back over the head. Okay, and let that one relax. And turn the other way. I've done it again. I said we're going to do modified monkeys. I'm doing balance a cup. Okay, and letting that hand relax. So I'm going to both hands together. So this time, as the hands are out, I want my hips squared for front. I'm going to turn to the side of the hand, which is lowest. So I'm going to have to not let my hands fully extend, as I'm going to hit something on either side. Okay, and letting my hands rest. Now we'll do step back to pulse monkey modifier. So just the arms, no stepping, starting off one arm at a time, then going to both hands. Again, start the arm at waist height. As I turn my hips to the right, my hands is going to rise up in front of my face. As I turn my hips back to the front, I'm going to push the palm forwards. Turn my hips to the left, palm's going to turn up. Turn back, it's going to come back to waist height. Breathing in and out and in and out. Okay, let's let that hand relax. Go on to the left. So again, as we turn left, the hand raises up. Turn forward, the palm goes forward. Turn right, the palm goes up. Turn to the front, back to the center. Okay, and letting that hand relax. So do both hands together. So right at the waist, left in front. So you're going to start by turning right. So the right hand comes up, left palm turns up. So I turn my hips to the front, the left hand pulls back, the right hand pushes forwards. Then I turn the left. So try not to let the hand scoop around, so I'll do it from the side. The hand's just lifting up. So the hand's not coming round in a circle, just lifts up. So what you're doing, you're winding tension into the body as you come back and releasing the tension as you go forward. Okay, and relax. We'll go on to the Qigongs. We'll do a short section of the standing Qigong. It won't do too long. So again, make sure you're in shoulder width stance, inside the feet parallel. So you want your hips, you don't want your hips tucked out, you want your hips dropped. Bring your pelvic girdle level, shoulders in line with the hips, head suspended, arms slightly away from the body. Bring the hands over your abdomen, over down to your nose, concentrating on your breathing. So as you breathe in, expand the abdomen. As you breathe out, contract. So you should see movement of the hands. So I'm exaggerating a bit. So that's the kind of feeling you want to be getting. So letting your hands drop to your side. So you want a gap under the armpit and the quad. So just like you've got a little orange stuck under the armpit. Again, don't want your arms, just want your arms relaxed. So your knees need to be relaxed. You don't want your knees locked, just relaxed a bit. If you want to go, the exercise to go a bit deeper, you can bend your knees more. But this shouldn't go beyond your toes. Now work your legs a little bit harder the deeper you go, but work within your own capabilities. So there, as you breathe in, bring your hands up to chest height, making a circle. So I bend forward, you can see the shape of my arms. It's almost like holding a large beach ball. But for a front view, it makes it look like my hands are shoulder height, but if I turn sideways, see my forearms are virtually parallel with the floor. So still concentrating on your breathing. When at home you want to do longer. So if you do it in the high postures, so middle posture here, or the other one we tend to use, as you breathe out, let them sink down to waist height. So traditionally you'd hold this lower posture for a third of the time you hold the postures at the chest height or higher, or eye height. So if you do 6 minutes at chest height, 2 minutes at this height. So breathing in, just bring your hands back over the abdomen. So we'll go on to moving Qigong, so we'll do each movement 3 times. Just let your arms drop so the palms are up. So breathing in, bring the palms chest height. Breathe out, let them sink. Next, stand up, move to throat height. So try to keep the speed of the movement the same, but slowing the breathing down to match the movements. So just remember in Tai Chi, the movement set the speed and the breath matches the movement rather than the other way around. It's time going over your head. So hands go past your eyes this time. Look up at your hands. Go up onto your toes. Let an explosive breath out. Just drop back onto your heels. And try not to drop too hard because everyone's downstairs. So you breathe in, hands up to chest height. Palms forward, breathe out and push forward. So don't lock the elbows out. Breathing in as palms, hands come back, out as they sink. So this time is breathing in, the hands come up to shoulder height, out to the sides. Breathe out, let the hands come back to the center. Going out, making two fists. Still breathing in, bending the knees slightly, bring the hands to the side of the head. Open the fists as you stand up and breathe out. So breathing out this time, let the hands circle down. And breathing in again as they come up to chest height. You breathe out, separate the hands. So upper hands palm up, lower hands palm down. Change the sides. Trying to get that upper hand over the top of your head. So as if you're pushing something up and pushing something down at the same time. So the hand goes up this time. Watch the hand, start leaning forward, reaching for the ground with the other hand. Top hand circle around. You stand up, bend the knees, push your hips forwards before you stand up. So out breath is as you bend and stretch. Long in breath as you circle down and stand up. So from the side it will look here as that hand goes up. It's like I'm pushing myself down. So from here I'm going to bend my knees straight, push my hips forwards and stand up. If you stand up this time, just bring your hands to waist height. So change your weight to one side, turn the other foot slightly, bring your weight back across. So as you breathe in, draw the leg up, turn the palms away, breathe out, push your hands and foot forward, breathe in as they come back, out as they go down. Change legs. So go back to a shoulder width. Your feet back to parallel, hands over down to the end. Just relax, concentrating on your breathing. And circle. So breathing in, the hand's going to circle up. Breathe out, they're going to sink. And hold it down to the end. Okay, and relax. Okay, so well, suppose now we'll go through all three sets as most people know it. I'll talk it through all the way through. Because I've got such a small space and I want to try and stay in camera, I'm going to be using half stepping. If you've haven't got much space at home, then it's something it's worth practicing. So I'll just briefly show that now. Hang on, it's a bit warm. Okay, so if I do a brush knee push, so normally if we're going from one brush knee push to the other, first up, I'm going to go from here, sit back, turn, pull the leg up, step forward, and push. So I'm right pretty much against the wall here. So what you can do if you haven't got much room is from here, I'll come more to the centre so you can see better. So from here, if you sit back, where at the point you turn your foot, draw that foot back level with the other one. Then carry on as if you're doing a normal brush knee push. Step forward. So draw back. Okay. So something takes a little bit of getting used to doing that, and it's a bit confusing. Certainly when you first do it, I remember I took me quite a while to get it. It's worth just having a play around if you've got time at home. So we'll go through all three sets, and then see if people want to make comments on any bits they want to have a quick look at. And we'll probably take us pretty much up to 40 minutes anyway, going through a set. Okay, so I'll do it my back to you as if it was a normal class. We can chop around in there. So anything after this, if you can just feedback me, positive, negatives, how you think it can be improved, how I do my delivery, what more you'd like to see from these kind of videos and these online lessons. Okay, so let's make sure I'm fairly central. So from a fist width stance, so same thing, hips drop, shoulders relaxed, head suspended, stepping out. Coming back to the center, Heaven and earth. The left hand's going to come up, weight onto the right, turning on the left heel, just turning through the hips, sitting back onto the left, lifting the right heel, turn, step, grasp the bird's tail to the right side, sitting back, turning left, step, grasp the bird's tail to the left side, and turning right. Ward off, roll back, press, sit back, push, split the large circle, single whip. Uplift of hand. Old man plays guitar. Little roll back there. Step up to shoulder. White crane spreads its wings. Rush knee left. Step to follow through. Old man plays guitar. Brush knee left. Brush knee right. Brush knee left. Step to follow through. Old man guitar. Brush knee left. Circle fist. Step and punch. Apparent close. Seal. Cross hands. So just pause for a breath. So start for the second set. So embrace the tiger. Return for mountain. Step to ward off to the corner. Roll back. Press. Push. Split the large circle. Single whip. To the corner. Just have to adjust there. Fist under elbow. Step back to repulse monkeys. So you adjust this one, you just draw the foot and step backward back. And as your hands change, slide the other foot forward. Rather than, if you've got room to do the whole thing, brilliant. And flying diagonals, I'm going to cross step around. Cross step around. Old man plays guitar. Step up to shoulder. White crane. Rush knee left. Step to follow through. Old man plays guitar. Pick up knee C bottom. Fan through the back. Turn. Circle fist. Chop. Push the left hand forward. Roll back. Circle fist and chop. Roll the circle. Ward off. Roll back. Press. Push. Split the large circle. Single whip. Wave hands like clouds. Very small steps here. So almost doing it on the spot. Single whip. High pat on a horse. Step forward. Circle hands. Pick up the right leg. Kick right. Circle the hands. Pick up the left leg. Kick left. Turn. Kick the left heel. Brush knee left. Brush knee right. Punch low. Turn. Circle fist. Chop. Push the left hand forwards. Roll back. Circle fist. Step and punch. Sit back. Gather up. Kick right. So single step. Stepping here. Striking high, low, high. Gather up. Kick. Strike the tiger. Kick left. Step back. Step across. That carpet's grippy. Kick right. Roll back. Circle fist. Step and punch. Parent close. Seal. Cross hands. Again, pause for a break at the end of the second set. Starting the third set. Embrace the tiger. Return to the mountain. Ward off to the corner. Roll back. Press. Sit back. Push. Split the large circle. Single whip. Uplift of hand. Sit back. Hold the ball. Part the wild horse's mane. So again here, as I'm sitting back, so I haven't got much room, I draw the foot back. And then turn to the left. Grasp a bird's tail. Turn to the right. Ward off. So fair ladies works at shuttles. Move the left toe around. Sit back. Turn the right toe. Hold the ball. Step to work the shuttle. Step up to hold the ball. Step around. Step back in. Work the shuttle. So hold the ball. Change your hands. You're going to step in each time. If you're going to do, so if you're going to do another, grasp a bird's tail. To ward off. Single whip. So wave hands like clouds. Single whip. This could be tricky. So snake creeps down to golden pheasant stands on one leg. Step back. Stand on the other leg. Step back to pulse monkeys. So then step around, fly diagonal. Step back. Old man plays guitar. Step up to shoulder. White crane. Brush knee left. Step to follow through. Old man plays guitar. Pick up needle at C bottom. Fan through the back. Turn. This time white snake sticks out its tongue. The left hand pushes forward. Roll back. Circle fist. Step and punch. Roll circle. Ward off. Single whip. Wave hands like clouds. Single whip. High pat on the horse. 5 dots, whistle through an empty cave, turn, kick with the right heel, step, step, punch low, roll a circle. Ward off. Single whip. Snake creeps down. Step up to 7 stars. Step back to ride the tiger. Cross step. Sweep lotus. This could be interesting. I'm going to do it alone. 1 foot. 2 foot. To draw the bow. To shoot the tiger. Roll back. Circle fist. Step and punch. Parent close. Seal. Cross hands. And close. Okay. Kind of that's really as far as I can take the class without getting feedback on any bits people would like to say. So if anyone wants to make a comment or anything else, I'll just check, see if people are sending messages on another. My phone was binging like mad. So no. Okay, so has anyone got any comments? Any particular bit you'd like to maybe have a look at before we finish? Okay, so next week what I'll do, I'll try and do this on Zoom, which is a conferencing software system, which means if you've got a webcam, I can actually interact with you. I can see what you're doing, you can see me. Just trying to find out what works, what doesn't work at the moment, because we don't know how long this is going on for. Okay, so please feedback on what worked for you, what didn't work for you, so we can do improvements. Okay, so thank you very much, and hopefully see you again the same time next week. Okay, thank you.